Hey guys, Eric Wistocastic back with another one of our marketing videos. Today I want to talk to you about a different kind of marketing strategy. And a lot of the videos we've done have focused on deep analysis, deep dives, really looking at the numbers. Today I want to talk about some more surface stuff. One of the most common questions I get when putting all of this together, talking to clients, is what low cost, no cost things can I do, Eric, to help improve my marketing? How can I help to start to take some market share in my market without spending a lot of money? So I want to talk in the next couple of videos about some strategies to do that. Today, we're going to start with a pretty simple topic and a real low cost way and a very effective way to help drive phone calls, especially when the season starts to slow down, but you still have weather. And that, my friends, is real simple. It's door hangers. Door hangers are an amazing way to drive phone calls. In fact, they have been successful in this industry for decades. And the biggest problem with door hangers is that no one actually takes the time to use them. And there's a couple ways you can go about taking the time to put out some door hangers. Because if you do it, it will have an effect on your business and in a very short time frame. First and foremost, I have to warn you, not every neighborhood can be door hangered. You have to understand the solicitation rules in those neighborhoods. But beyond that, door hanging is a fantastic way to go about driving some phone calls. So there's a couple ways you can do it. First, and this one you should already be doing if you're not implemented today, which is called clover leafing, or just tagging the houses around any service work or installs you do. All you do is you get a box of door hangers with a few different offers on them for a replacement system, for a tune-up, for a water heater, for whatever services you're looking to sell that you sell very commonly. And then when a technician goes into a house, the 4 or 5 houses around the home that he or she is in, they simply walk and hang a door hanger on. You've been in that neighborhood, you've had your truck outside. It should only take the technician about 5 minutes. They hang one on each door handle across the neighborhood, one next door, one across the street, two across the street, three across the street, the other side of the house you worked on, and then they're on their way. Now, the only thing and the only problem with this form is you got to check that your technicians are doing it because most of the time they won't. It's just one of those things, like many things in all of our lives, we'll all take the easy way out. If no one's checking to see if the technician is actually hanging those door hangers, well, then no one will be hanging those door hangers. So, as an owner, as a manager, as a supervisor, you have to go and check to make sure that clover leafing is being done because it will be successful. Think of the number of homes you visit each day. And if every time you did that, you put out 5 pieces of marketing that you know the customer has to touch, you're going to get some phone calls from that. And it will work if your technicians are actually doing it. Now, that's the simplest way to door hanger. And again, if you're not doing it, start right now because it's really successful, it's really easy, and you're already, especially in the slower times of the year, paying for those technicians to be out there. Why not have them take those extra few minutes to hang those door hangers? Now, the second kind of door hanging is actually the one I like even better. And that is, and there's a couple ways to do it, but that is going out and just blanketing a neighborhood with door hangers. The way I used to do it down in Florida was hiring high school kids, kids who worked for kids who, people whose kids, people of kids of people, there we go, who worked for our company who had nothing better to do during the day in the summer, who had nothing better to do during the day in the fall, who had nothing better to do in the evening. And I would pay them on a per door hanger basis. For every door hanger they hung, we would give them an allotted amount. They would get paid. We'd put them in a company shirt. We'd send them out with a little bag to hang those door hangers. We'd drop them off. We'd pick them up an hour later. I also hired my own brother to do it, and he would walk for an entire day, just neighborhood after neighborhood, hanging door hanger after door hanger. He had a business card. If someone stopped and asked him a question, he would hand them that business card and have them give us a call right at the office. And it was tremendously successful. In fact, last time I checked, more than 10 years after I stopped working at that location, they still get calls on that door hanger line. And to the best of my knowledge, they have never run another door hanger on that tracking line. So it is still a decade later driving phone calls for what was a really minimal cost to print those door hangers. Now, this is really easy to do, and it's a great way if you've got college kids home for the summer, if you've got employees who's need some extra money, it's a great way to offer those things out there and get some real benefit for it. Again, understand the rules in those neighborhoods, but it's really just canvassing the whole neighborhood with those door hangers, hanging them on every door. And how do you pick the neighborhood is always the question that comes up next. Well, you can drive by and really pick the better neighborhoods. You can see the neighborhoods with the nicer houses. And look, you can come to someone like me and get an actual list of the homes you need to hit. But I'll be honest with you, it's not worth the expenditure because two things. One, the houses are going to be mixed in, good houses and bad houses, and you might as well just hang them all for the time. It takes about the same amount of time to hang a door hanger on each house as it is to get one and skip the next if you have a list saying this is a good house, that's a bad house, because you might still drive some revenue from the bad homes. The other thing is this: you're just unlikely to do it. In all the years that I've done this, and all the people I've talked to, and all the contractors I've worked through on this, the number of them that have actually put together and stuck to a door hanger program is zero. I have talked to contractors over the last decade or so, more than that, going back to my 1 hour days, and convinced them to try a door hanger program. And every one of them has had success. Every one of them has reported to me that when they did it, it actually worked for those who actually did it. A lot of them just never did it. Even more of them, or I should say all of them, did it. And as soon as they got busy again, as soon as things started to pick up, they stopped. They never implemented a program to make it happen on a consistent basis. They don't double check that their technicians are out in the field clover leafing. They don't have a system where kids of people who work there or kids home from college, et cetera, can come in, pick up a bag, and go door hanger when they want to. They don't have a system for it. And if you don't set up a system, you just won't do it. The few companies that I have seen that were successful had somebody who set that program up. So take the time. It only takes about 15 minutes to put a program like this together, and the time it takes, and then some time to get the door hangers printed. You don't need anything fancy. You don't need anything exciting. But I promise you, if you take that time and if you put that little bit of effort in it, the phone calls will roll in because door hangers work tremendously well. People have to remove it from their home in order to get rid of it. And yes, you'll get a few phone calls saying, please don't leave anymore. Make a note of those addresses. And again, not many people have to worry about it because they don't stick to the program that long. But if you are sticking with it, make a note of those addresses and just give them to the person the next time they go out. If you put that program together, though, the calls you're going to get are fantastic because the people who pick that up and decide that they want to go ahead and call you, they're almost free. It's a significantly lower cost than almost any other form of marketing you are going to have. And so putting together a door hanger program is the first of just a couple of these guerrilla marketing tactics I'm going to put together for you. If you have additional questions, if you'd like to know more about some guerrilla marketing techniques or how well those techniques might work for you, I'd love to run an analysis for you and see how that would go. So pick up the phone and give me a call. Otherwise, I'll say thanks. Have a wonderful day, and I'll talk to you guys next time.